At the sound of this bell, shifting your posture and coming into a comfortable position. So while you're sitting upright, the shoulders can be relaxed, giving ourselves a sense of dignity. You may wish to close your eyes if that's comfortable to you. Getting in touch with the movement of our breath, bringing our awareness to the sensation of the air entering our bodies at the in-breath, through the nostrils, the lungs, and into the lower abdomen. Feeling the rise of the abdomen at each in-breath and the falling of the abdomen at each out-breath. Bringing awareness to the sensations in our body, perhaps a sensation of touch where the body contacts the floor. And remembering that the intent of this practice is not to feel any different, and we're not also trying to feel relaxed or calm. The intent is, as best you can, to bring awareness to any sensation detected on each body part as we focus our attention to it in turn. So coming back to the awareness in the lower abdomen with this breath. And this breath. And at the next in-breath, bringing this awareness down to the left leg and down into the right leg as well. And further down into the feet and out to the toes. Bringing a gentle sense of curiosity to investigate what is here in the toes. Is it tingling or warmth or numbness? So feeling what is here in the little toes, the big toes, and all the toes in between. And if there is no particular sensation, that's okay too. Simply registering a blank. And then when we are ready, with the next in-breath, imagine that we are breathing down the chest, the abdomen, and into these toes. You can approach this playfully. This idea of breathing into that body part. And on an out breath, perhaps letting go of this awareness of the toes. And at the next in-breath, bringing our attention to the whole feet. The soles, the heels, the ankles. Breathing into the feet, exploring what is here. At the ankle joints, perhaps, part of the body that doesn't call out for much attention, until something happens. So perhaps now we can take a moment to see what is here. And when you're ready at the next out breath, letting go of the awareness of the feet and breathing in, allowing the awareness to now come to the lower leg, the shins, the calves. How are our calf muscles doing? What are the sensations here in the shin bones? Not needing for anything to be different or for anything to go away, but simply investigating the quality of the sensations and noticing if they change from this moment to this moment. And if at any point there is a body part that calls out to your attention because it's feeling tense or other intense sensations, see if we can also breathe gently into that part of the body, bringing a sense of a softening approach to it as we breathe in. And perhaps as we breathe out, allowing that sensation to be let go if it wants to. And if not, then allowing a sense of letting be. And when it's no longer calling for your attention, simply coming back to this breath, just this breath, and to this instruction. And with the next in-breath, bringing our attention to the upper legs, the thighs, feeling the heavy bones, perhaps feeling also that part of the legs that join the calves and the thighs, the knees. Breathing into the knees and exploring the knee muscles. And at the next out breath, letting it go. And allowing the awareness to now come up to our abdomen. With each in-breath and out-breath, feeling the slight stretch in the abdomen as it rises and falls. And at the next out breath, leaving behind our attention of the abdomen and perhaps bringing our attention to our back, the lower back, the lumbar. This is an area of the body that holds a lot of our attention during the day. So bringing a sense of gentleness and kindness as we explore. How is my lumbar doing right now? What is it that is here? Can I breathe gently into it and bring a sense of softness? And with this softened approach towards my lower back, can I also perhaps, as best as I could, breathing out with a sense of releasing and allowing what is here to be let go, or simply to be let be. And perhaps noticing any change in that sensation. And taking another in breath to the lower back. With the out breath, allowing the attention to fade into the background and coming now to the upper back. Perhaps breathing in with a sense of expansion, expanding our awareness to the whole of the upper back. Gently. And if by now your mind has wandered, well, that's what minds do. So with that same sense of gentleness, escorting our breath back to this area, that is the upper back, and escorting our mind to this breath. And if this is the 10th time that our mind has wandered away, then just as gently come back for the 10th time, because each time is a new beginning, each breath a new breath. And with the next out breath, we let the upper back fade into the background. And breathing in, we bring our awareness to the chest. So coming to the front of the body, this upper body, gently exploring the sensations of the rising and falling of the chest with each breath. Bringing the awareness to our lungs. Perhaps bringing the awareness also to our heart. Acknowledging these organs in our body that are working round the clock even as we are resting. This amazing body of ours that is perfectly capable of breathing and pumping blood and allowing oxygen to carry our nutrients throughout without any specific instructions. So just taking this moment to gently explore what is here. Breathing into it and breathing out from it. And breathing out, we now leave the upper body and move further up to the neck. So this is another area that may carry the tension of our day-to-day lives. Let's see if we could, as best we can, Breathe a gentle sense of curiosity and openness to our neck. Watching the neck muscles, exploring the throats. And with the next out breath, allowing the attention of the neck to fade into the background. We now bring our attention to the face, perhaps starting with the jaws. Noticing the jaw bones, the hinges of the jaws. Breathing into it and releasing any tension that we may be feeling if it wants to leave the body with our out breath. And perhaps bringing our attention further up to our cheeks, our facial muscles. The muscles in this part of the body is probably coming under greater scrutiny with so many Zoom sessions in these times. So perhaps even playing with the idea of allowing the breath to enter the face through our pores and to leave our face from underneath, from the pores. And see if we can allow a sense of freshness into the face, nourishing it from beneath the skin and allowing the breath to leave through the pores. And with the next in-breath, perhaps drawing a slightly deeper breath and allowing it to fill the whole of our head. And continuing with this idea of playfulness, if you would like to imagine a blowhole at the top of the head, then allowing the out breath to leave through this blowhole at the crown of our head. So breathe in, allowing the air to fill the whole of our head and body, and breathe out through this blowhole at the top of our head. And once again, if the mind has wandered, then simply come back here to this breath. And with the next in-breath, perhaps expanding this awareness to the whole of our body, having a sense of the wholeness of our being seated here. Feeling the sensations in the body and feeling as well how freely our breath flows in and out of this body. And really just for the next few moments of the practice, allowing this free sense of breathing in and out, and this wholeness, the sense of groundedness and centeredness.